So now everyone understand it, because it is similar that the yesterday wala, that yesterday we had created that stored procedures. So here also like we'll create the stored procedures. So see, like in the previous application we were selecting this one, that MVC, model view controller. So now we have to go with this. So see, it is ASP.NET MVC, it is very oldest structures. Before .NET Core it was launched, that MVC wala. But now in the industrial world, like no one is using this MVC wala, ASP.NET MVC. Only like 2 to 3 clients are there, they are working on it. It is oldest one. Okay, but again like we'll see that like how it is working. Okay, so now we have to select this project. Again, that ASP.NET web application. Next, just give the application name. It is not ASP, it is MVC. In that there are like many options. Yes, see there. We are working with this one, the web forms and empty. But now I have to go with the MVC. Just create it. So you can see the different structure is there from this application. In the .NET Core and this, and the .NET Core is very advanced one. All the features are there as compared to this. It is traditional one. Traditional MVC. Can you see this here? Like there is no program.cs file, appsetting.json. There is only one file, that is web config. So mostly see, like when the developers they are using the ASP.NET MVC, so that time they are using only the ADO.NET instead of entity framework. One more, see, like here global file is also there, global.asx. Correct now, for like application and session states. MVC is also their model, views and control wala folder. But there is no ww root folder. Views are also there, see, like home wala controller. In the shared one, just check with the like layout structure. There is no option of ASP action and ASP controller, because it was not provided in the like ASP.NET MVC. It is there in the .NET Core. Correct. So whatever the like when you are passing some navigation, so like you have to pass your navigation in this form. It is called as the HTML helpers. Okay, so with the help of this method, with the help of action link, we can pass our. It is my title name. Title means what navigation bar like I want, not a title. This is title. This is my action name, and this is my controller name.
How to pass controller?
Where? It is there, no? It is my controller name.
It is not method.
It is my action name inside the controller, no? What are the index, about, contact, whatever you have, the action names are there. So that are your action, that are your title. What it will show to users, no? What user can see over there. And there is no program.cs to like route your first page. So same as ASP.NET, no? You have to just right click on the page, set a start page and run it. Same structure is there. Okay, see, the backend code is very simple one, but again front end is very difficult for this application as compared to .NET Core. Just come to the web.config, and what we have to set up over there, we need to set up our connection string, no? Tell me, like, do you remember that? Which was the tag? Connection string. And here we are adding the add. Let's give the dbcon, then connection string and provider name. Correct, no? So for the connection string, we will come to the we'll take this. And where we have to paste here, in the connection string. Now what other things like we need to add over there? Multiple is equals to true. Again, if you want to encrypt, then you can add it. And what we have to add in the provider name? System.data. So here we don't require that core tools wala package and SQL Server. Correct na? Here we are using the ADO.NET only without entity. So see, like we will see the integration part of MVC and ADO. So after this, like what we will do? So in the controller, so like let's try to run this application first. What it is getting over there from this application?
Why there is 2 MVC in the core and
There is no 2 MVC. It is the traditional structures of the MVC. Oh, it is very oldest one. So now in the industrial, like .NET Core is working. No one is using this structure. All the methods are, see, like in the controllers, like we are using the IAction result now for the return type. There is no that method. It is using the IAction result only. Yes, only action result. It was very oldest one now, so features are not added into this. Again, you again we are not able to go with that ASP route ID, ASP for, ASP action controller. There are no tag helpers. So tag helpers are there in the .NET Core only, not in ASP.NET MVC. It is ASP.NET MVC structure, basic one. Same MVC is there. It is also MVC, but it is oldest one, traditional MVC. And whatever we are working now, na, that .NET Core wala, it is one latest one. Yes, Deep, understand the structure.
Yes, sir.
So no one will use the mobile phones, like I already told you na, in this session.
Putting inside. Drink.
So how much time it's taking to like put on silence?
I have to
It will take only like 1 to 2 seconds only.
buy good night.
So just do one thing before starting this. See here now you can see it is my home controller, na? It is default controller. You can see the structure also, it is very different one. So just close this. So what we need to do here, we need to first come to the SQL Server. And which database we are using over there? API. We just use any database because we are using the ADO.NET concepts. So do we need to create the table manually or what? Manually, na, for the ADO, because there is no concept to create the entity over there. This one, API DB. So let's create one table, create table, give the table name as, let's say, product. What columns we required over there? ID. I just add it now first. Identity. Then name, let's say product name. Varchar. Category. Varchar. And then price. Decimal, no? See now, remember the like ASP.NET wala structure now, that previous wala. All the things are there. So now we will revise it, na, that everything. The table is created successfully. To check, to select asterisk from. Table is created now. So what we'll do, we'll create the stored procedures. So first create the procedure for inserting the record. So how many parameters we required for this? 3, no? Name, category and price. ID is auto increment. @ rename varchar @ p category and then price decimal, no? That's it. Then as end, insert into which table? What columns are there? P name, category, and just put the values at the rate that's it, no? It is for what? It is for insertion. Then SP show as select product. Also, you want for the delete we required one parameter, no, only. SP delete add ID integer as begin end. Then query delete from product where ID is equals to at the rate. And we'll take for the update. Create procedure SP. What details we required for the update? For all of our parameters, na? Just take these 3 parameters. And we will add one more ID as begin end. Update product set P name is equals to, then is equals to at the rate where so now comes to the backend code. So we'll come to the backend code here. Just tell me the next step, like what we will do. So we'll add one new controller. I'm not using this home controller, testing wala. Same, just add controller, MVC5 controller. Controller name is products controller. See here, you can see the return type of this. If I put action result, then it will gives me error. There is no action result methods. Correct, na? It is the traditional one. So then I will come to the models. We will create one model class file, na? Just give the model name as. So what details we need to add over there? ID, product name, and then price. So everyone understand this structure, because in the machine test, in the interview time, like they will give you this kind of structure. ASP.NET MVC.
Sir, when we already have the table in database, and why we are creating that model?
So I am not generating the table for this model. It is just temporary model only to take the data from this model. So we are not passing the DB set here. Are you getting this? We don't have the DB set and DB context. So this is for model. See in the login, do you remember in the login what we did? We had created one model, na, login model. It was a temporary model only to take the data na, from that model. So we are not generating any entity for this. So that's why I'm not passing the key also. Na? So it's only the sample model. So again I will create one more model that is for what? To writing the database logic. Okay, so here I will create one model. Add. So I'm giving the name as product. It is what? Data access layer. So what it is? Data access layer, where we are writing the database code, na, where we are performing some operations about the database. So that's why I'm written product dal. So here we will perform all the operation about the database. So again we don't have the application DB context or that everything. Correct, na? We just need to use only the our main code. So again, like after the connections, like what we need to do here. So first I will create the constructor for what? Why I'm writing this constructor for this? We don't have application DB context file, but we have the SQL connection, na? Na? So first we need to initialize it. Do you remember how we are initializing the object? Same. New SQL, but again it wants the connection, na? So how we are taking the connection string? Configuration manager dot in square bracket db dot connection string, na? And here what we will pass? Then we need to open the connection, and then we can perform now all these steps. Correct, na? So we will create one dynamic method for fetching all the records from your product table. So what method like will create over there? What will be the return type I will pass to fetching the method? So where we are displaying this record, first tell me. In the view, na? So for returning the view, like we want the like list of products. There is no only the single product, na? So what we will pass here? List of product. Product is my model, na? And just give the method name. Let's say get all products. It is user defined method. And here we write the code to fetch all the products over there. So tell me the code, then what we need to write over there. So first we required, what will use? We will use SqlCommand or SqlDataAdapter. See, if you are going with the SQL data reader, na, then only like we can go with the SqlCommand. But now I'm using the data table to fetch the data. Yes, na, we can use it, na, data table to fetch the data. Data table and data set, what's the difference between both? Data table can work with only the single table at a time, and data set will work with the more than one table. So what will be the better? We will use the SqlDataAdapter here. Same. And here we need to pass our query, na? Query and connection. So just we will create the query. So what query we need to write over there? We are just executing the procedures, na? exec which procedure we had created, underscore show, na? Anything else? There are no parameters. So what we'll do here? Query comma. Then I want data table to fetch the record is equals to new. And what we do next? Adapter dot fill, na? Fill dt. See, now we are getting the record in the form of data table. So now I just wanted to fetch the record from data table and just store into the list. So what we can do here now? Can I create the empty list for the products where we can store now all the products? List of product. It is my empty list only, na? So whatever the products we are collecting from the data table, na, so that product will store inside this. and that product we can return it over. Na? That is the return type is there. That is list of products. So we need for each loop. See, it is giving over there. For each. So what it is basically, why it is providing this? Data row means what? It will select only one row at a time. From where? dt dot rows. So dt dot rows, it will coming from your data table. So it will select one by one row, na? Just come into this. But again, see, what it will do, it will just like fetching all the rows, na, in the form of row format. But what properties are there that we doesn't know right now? Means what properties are there in the product model, that is ID, name, category and price, na, that are your properties. So how we are accessing? Suppose if I am the user, if I am inserting new record into the product, so that record also should be get over there, na? So for that you need to create the object for the product. See here, new product. It is for the single product. And then what we'll do? Just a second. It is my for each loop. No? So come inside the for each loop, and what we'll do later now? We will use this object. So do you remember the collection wala part? We are using which method to add the product? Add, na? It is the collection wala method. And in that just pass your object for product. We are adding the one product na inside this. Just go for the curly braces for the implementation. Just give the semicolon. See, it is for what, like we are adding the new product na inside this. What are the products we are getting from your table? So that table it will get inside this one. And here what properties are there in your database, in our model? ID. So for the ID we are taking the data from this na dr. So in the C#, do you remember this? We are writing this. Here we need to pass our column name, na? So what is our column name for the ID? ID only, na? Here, ID. But again, whatever the data we are fetching, it is getting inside the object format, and our ID it is in integer format. So first we need to convert into. But will it work now? Again, it won't the integer, na? So just close with the bracket, and we are converting into integer. In dot, and give the comma, don't give semicolon. We are doing implementation, na? Then we have the product name. Same, na? Dr dot. What is my column name in the table? P name. Don't give the wrong name here. This is coming from your table. And again now we want same dr of column name is what? Again dot to string, na? And one more, that is price. Dr of price dot to string, and then we need to convert into decimal, means double, na? Dot pass. That's it. But again it's showing the error here in this method. Why? We need to return something, na, here. Where we will return? After the for each loop, na? Return, what will return? Products. This products, na, whatever products we are getting. So now we need to submit this product to the controller. Correct, na? So where is my controller? This one. In this method. But how will you get the object of that product dal class? We need to create the object, na? If you remember, in the .NET Core we are injecting the dependency when we are talking about the repository pattern. Correct, na? In the program.cs. But there is no program.cs file to inject the dependency. So how to get the method from that classes? Just create the object, na, manual. We are creating the object in the C# product. Then object name is equals to new. Same, na? It is a simple. And here what we'll write then? Object dot which method we are accessing? this method is there, na? So it will return all the product, and that product we will store inside one variable and return it, na, here. Understood this? Only the main code is there only in the product dal. So this is similar like the repository pattern wala parts. There was one interface was also there, na? So again we need to create the index wala view here. Just right click on it, add view. I'm just adding the empty view. So here we want the table. Just take the table from. See, same structure is there. Nothing changes. Just copy to. And what we'll do, what we need to import over there? @model, list of employees, no? List of product. See, now it is adding with the namespaces. Correct, na? In the .NET Core it was working with the direct model name. It is fine with this. What headings we have? ID, product name, category, and so all of you are getting this. It's getting na, is easy or difficult? See now, like let's see the entire application, then we'll see that. And here where we'll pass the for each loop? Where? Here na? @ for each var see, same structure is there. Just like put this tr inside. And what we need to display over there? @ d dot. Here we have the name. P name, na? D dot P. That's it. Yes, see this. So now we will save all the files. Just see the implement. We'll run it. And which file we need to run over here? Index, na, from the product. Just open this file and run it now. So no need to set up that. That's same as ASP.NET. See here, product and index while action is selected over there. So there is no program.cs file to routing something. Table is created but data is not there, na? So let's come to SQL and add some data, na? But we have the procedure, na? SP, the parameters we required, name, then category, and select this. So now just refresh this page, na? But see, I don't want that product from the SQL. We need to add one the button, na, where I can add one form to add the data. So tell me the backend code for this now. Then what we need to do here? In the controller we will first, na, and just create one action, public only action result. There is no action. Add product, and here it will return the view. But just do one thing here. What you need to do? Don't go for the like normal form or a empty view for the MVC, because the front end is very it is not difficult one, but it is little bit difficult because there it is not using that ASP4 and that tag helpers. So we need to use only the HTML helpers. Again, we don't know the code of that HTML helpers, like what we need to write over there. Correct, na? So what you will do, just use the scaffolding. Right click on it. Everyone know that, like how we are using the scaffolded. Just right click on the view name, add view, MVC. In the .NET Core is also option there, this option. .NET Core will provide all the options, but here like only few options are there. So here it is showing about the template. Now which template we want now? Create. And which model we have to select? This na product. So only these two things like you need to select. So now it will create that forms and that everything. Add it now. But see, there is no form tag again. It is actually it is tag. It is not tag. It is HTML helpers that ASP.NET provided. Okay, so don't look for this one that view wala part. Just like come into like the backend logic. So here you can see the same validations are also like provided over there. Here for the form HTML.begin form. It is HTML helpers. Correct. So what the things it is added over there? P name, category. See, edit for is a class where we are passing the input box. See the result now what it is. See, I am selecting this CSS.html file now. Just run it. Product name, category, price. Also we have create wala button. Back to list. If you click on this, then it will come inside this list. Everything is provided over there. We just need to write our backend code. Where is our button? This one, na, that create wala button. Just change this color. We don't want default. Instead of value create, we will give the save. Just do the Control S and just refresh this page. It will work with the refresh also. But it will not work now. We want the backend code that post wala method HTTP post. But how will you put the like post method here in the form? There is no form tag. Where you will put the form for post method? But here it will not gives me permission to add directly method. So see like what is the syntax to pass the method inside this. So we need to pass the 3 parameters. So first you need to pass your action name. See here it is showing na. So first it is asking for the action name. So which action we need to pass over there? Add product na, this one. This is my action name na. Just take this action where we have to add action name. Then second parameter will be the controller name. What is my controller name? And third parameter it is your post method. Just add here form method. See, form method dot post. See, it is actually the HTML helpers to pass the post method here. So in the backend code, like what we need to write over there? Again we'll create the same method na. For what? HTTP post, and here we'll pass one parameter that is product. Do you remember this? We already did this now in the .NET Core. But first we need to add the database wala performations code in at where? In this file na. This one. So again we need to create one more method, public. What will give the return type for this method? For the insertion. Now we are inserting the record na. So can I give directly void method? You don't require anything na to return it. Just give the void only. add, just give this method, otherwise you will get confusion. We need one parameter. Tell me the now IDEO.NET wala structures. So what will use, SqlCommand or SqlDataAdapter? It is DML, na? So we require the SqlCommand is equals to new. But again we require two parameters, query and connection. So where is my query? Just create it. What is our procedure name? SP underscore. And how many parameters are there? 3, na? Name, category and price. Same we can use the syntax of interpolation for what? Dollar, na, here. And then here we can directly use the curly braces. 1, 2 and 3. So here I want the name, na? So name I am getting from the product P object. P dot P name, na? Here P dot P category, and here it is P dot price. But for the string data we need to give the single quote, otherwise it will accept only the single string. That's it. So here can I pass this query now? Second parameter is what? Connection. And then we will pass execute non-query, na? For the SQL command. Don't add this, we already add the parameter here. CMD dot execute. So don't forget this, that ASP.NET wala structure. That's it, na? So where we will call this method? Controller. Tell me what is my object name here? OBJ, na? This is my object. OBJ dot which method we are calling? And we have one parameter, that is this P. Once it will get added, then it will show one message. So for the message we will use tame data. So can I put alert wala message with the help of script? Then here we will put alert added successfully. That's it, no? And once the product, after this message, where it will go? Redirect to on which action? See, similar code is there only. Just we need to remember only that dal wala code, logical code. So where we will display this temp data wala message? In index page, na? Where is my index page? Here. Above this, so first we need to check for the null, na? Not equals to and then, but see, it will show the string message, na? Only whatever we written over there. It will not execute that as an HTML. So how to execute this? It will also work, but it will show that string only, that script tag, alert. See that. First we'll see the result, what it is showing over there. Save this. And which file we'll select now? Index wala, na? Rerun this. Here also we need to add one button, na? So how to add it now? Here I want. Here it is not anchor tag, so where we will add the ASP action is not there, na? Controller is also not there. So where is, just come to the layout wala page, just copy this, na? And otherwise just come to this page, add product. Here also it is added, I think, this back button. Take this copy, na? It is also button, na? Otherwise take from the layout page. See that it is added now over there. Just copy this and we will take. So first it is my title name, na? So what title name I will give? Product. And here it is my action name. Which action will work? See, it is my action and controller name is what? And here class will pass the button class. Which button class we are adding? Save this. Refresh. Add product, just click on this. Correct na? Just put the product name here now. Choose category. Clothes. Price. Save it. It's added na? But see the message. It is a string na, so that's why it's showing the string script. No, we won't alert na, that pop-up we want to show over there. It is showing the entire tag over there. So what we need to do over then? We want the HTML helpers only for this also. So what HTML helpers, like @ dot, just pass this raw. Raw means what, like whatever the information we are passing now from the HTML and put inside this. Save this now. Refresh it. Chicken. It's working now. Alert. Product added successfully. And now come for the edit and delete. So how to add button for the edit and delete now? And how will you pass the ID? There is no ASP route ID wala parameter. We need to add something now over there. See, if you're not, if you no idea about this now, so what you need to do? Just create one action. Action result, just implement it. See, we don't want this action now. Just give the action name a test. Right click on it. Add view na. We remove it, just go for the template. Which template we want? That list wala. In the list it will display all the things na, and also it will provide that delete, edit wala buttons. For which model? Product. Add it. See, edit, delete and details wala button. Just take this TD na, where we need to put in the index. After this TD, and here I want the action. Action. So now I don't want this, I will just remove this. And also remove the test wala file. Correct na? We want only the code. Here you can see only the two things are there. First one is your title and second one is your, it is my action name na. So what action name like we have to give here? Here you can see our object name is what? D na. See how it is passing the ASP route ID by using the new keyword. Just save this and see all the buttons whether it is working or not. We need the backend code here. It will give only the UI. See, here it is. Edit, details and delete. Just click on the delete. It's getting, na? Only we don't have the view. Edit is also there. So what we need to do here now? First let's go for the delete. So how to create the method for the delete in this? Just tell me. Same. Public void delete product. What parameters we required? Int id. Then same. Execute. Delete na, and only we require one parameter, this id na only. Then same SQL, new SQL command, query comma, and then execute. And now just come to the controller. Dollar, otherwise it will not work. Come to the controller. Which method will create? Public. It is not void na. Action result. Method name is what? Check on the index. This is my action name na, delete. So here in the controller, one parameter na, id. Same object dot, which method we are calling? This one na, and then take the same thing na, this one. Just change the message. Product. That's it. So again, if you want the confirmation box, so where we will add that on click wala. So there is no button, so where you will add. So here I want na confirmation. So again, see, for adding new thing, just add the new keyword. Inside this, just pass on click is equals to what we are returning over there, return confirm. That's it. Just run it now. See here now, once you click on the like delete. So after click on this, got it. Let's come for the edit. What we'll do for the edit? See, once we click on the edit button, then it will take the data in the like form, and after that's only the data will get updated. So see, we already have like method that get all products. So from only we just need to find only the single that ID wala record na. So what I'm writing over there, just copy the same thing. Instead of delete, so which method we are calling? Dot. So here I will get all the products. So after it, like I can pass the find or where clause, lambda expression na. X dot equals yes, understood this here. It is not entity, it is a like function that is provided by the ASP.NET MVC. We are just fetching from this only na, this method. It is my ADO.NET wala method. See, in the client side they are asking one questions what is basically link queue? What is link queue? So now we know the entity framework. Now what is link queue? In the link queue we are passing the queries, and also like we had used the link queue also in entity framework, where it is, yes, that where we are passing na that lambda expression. So that is the syntax of link queue only. It is not your entity framework. Entity framework provided only that add, remove, update, that all the methods. But for this expression also, this is link queue syntax.
First time you are using the word.
LINQ, link queue. So question is very important, that link queue. Understood this? So this is the expression of link queue only. Maximum time we are using the link queue na, for the where clause. Without any expression like how we are fetching. See, we know that like how we are using, but we don't know like what we are calling over there, na? Don't forget this. So what we'll do later? So from this I'm just fetching only ID, na? Here can we store this data and return the? Yes, correct, na? So this data I can return inside this form. So we need to create one form here for this edit view. So what we will do, we will again create the view for the edit. See, again if you wanted to go for like stored procedure, then also you can use it. But I was having the one method na, that is get all products. See, again I'm not adding my form, that manual form. Just go with the template. Which one? Edit. Template is there. And which model? Product. Add it. Again we need to pass the form method na, for posting our data, to submit the data. Whatever the modification will be there. So what the parameter was there? First action name. Let's say update product. And then controller name. Products. Comma. Form method dot post na. It is a post method na. Why we are passing this method? After some modification we need to upload just do need to changes over there na. And then we need to add this action now, where in the controller public action result update product na. We need one parameter, that is, and here we'll pass HTTP. Then this code is depend on this file. Public same na, void method will create. It is not delete, it is update. So you want which parameter? Product na, we are updating the data. Tell me the query. SP update na. How many parameters are there? I think 4 parameters na. Just check with this stored procedure. SP update, ID, name, category and price. 4 parameters. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Again just pass this interpolation. P dot category and for the string what we'll do? Single quotes na. That's it. Then same SQL command na. CMD is equals to new query comma CMD dot execute. That's it. In the controller, like we will call this method object dot, which method we are calling? update prod, no? We are passing the object. Once it get updated, then can we take the same? It will show one message, na, updated successful, and then and where it will come? Index. So anything else? It's already displayed, na? Just run it again. In the edit, just save this data. Product updated successfully. Understood this? Also, we can delete. Yes, understood this. And it